I'm Jeannie from Jimmy Bean's Wool, and I'm here today. As some of you know, we are learning to sew around and quilt and do all kinds of fun stuff around the shop to go along with our fabric line, and we have been having a wonderful time. One of the amazing things that I have recently really started to get good at is using my rotary cutter, my self-healing mat, and my grids, my rulers, clear rulers. What I have out here, I just have, and I wanted to teach you how to do that as beginners because we're hoping you're sewing with us and learning how to use this. You can use a rotary cutter for regular patterns, for clothing, bags, anything, for quilting. It is just amazing. This particular rotary cutter is kind of ergonomic, and it has this little lever. I love it. I play with the lever. But be very careful when you are working with your rotary cutters because those blades are very, very sharp. And so don't cut yourself. Don't put your fingers out in front of it because you could definitely hurt yourself. But you'll see here that I have laid out a 9x9 square piece of fabric on my grid that's on my cutting mat, which is so helpful. You'll see there's diagonal lines for all different kinds of cutting. This allows for absolute precise cutting. I have a couple different kinds of rulers right now. I haven't gotten into all the fun shapes. I do have my big, long, this is 24 inches. I use this all the time. I really like it. It's sticky here, so it kind of adheres, but it isn't too sticky that it won't slide over the fabric when you want to use it. So that's a good one. I also have a smaller one, and you can see it has diagonal lines so that you can line it up and do all kinds of different shapes. But what I wanted to show you today was just simple rotary cutting. And what we're going to cut today is, actually, we are going to go ahead and cut a 4-inch square, or rectangle actually, from our 9x9 piece. And the way we're going to do that is line this up like this, using this clear grid, and you can see that it will line up along the grids on your cutting mat. You can also do 1/2 inches if you want. I mean, these are amazing little rulers. They're just priceless. So we could do 4.5 inches. I'd be happy to do that for you today. And we're going to use our rotary cutter and show you how to do that. And the tricks that I've learned is if you start right on the edge, kind of a little bit off of your fabric, you get a really nice clean cut, just like this. We'll just go right up to the edge of our grid. You can continue on if you like by going this direction to cut all the way, but what I'm going to do, and I would be standing up to do that, to cut all the way, but instead of doing that for this particular demonstration, I'm just going to finish out this cut like this. It's also good not to go back over your cuts if you can help it, because see what happens? Because I was demonstrating two different things to you and kind of giving you a lot of information in one thing. You see how I did this? For certain, this is not that big of a deal for certain projects, but for some quilting squares, this could be a big deal. So you really want to line this up. It's good to stand over your mat and hold your ruler down as you cut. So I can show you again how we can do possibly some strips. We'll line up what we have left, and isn't this pretty fabric? This is Amy Butler fabric. I've been making some bags at home and just having fun. So let's say we want to go ahead and cut a strip. We're going to do a 3-inch strip, and I'm lining this up here. If you're left-handed, you could go this way and come from the other direction. I mean, it's just really, really versatile. So we're just going to go and line this up with our edge here on our 3-inch. See, I'm holding this down firmly, and I'm keeping my fingers away from my rotary cutter. And now you see how we got such a perfect cut that time. We did not get that little flag because I didn't stop and start my cuts. So this is just a basic rotary lesson. so that you understand how to work it. But now I have a beautiful 3-inch strip that I can use for just about anything for some of my bag projects at home. I love using the rotary cutter. It's really good to have a nice clear space to use your rotary cutter on. Play around with some of these diagonal lines and figuring it out. Get some good instruction on it. We have a lot of fun with these tools. They're absolutely invaluable. I really love them. So I hope you learned a little bit about your rotary cutter and you're a little more confident today. Just some simple basics. We'll work on getting you some more in the future. And I'm Jeannie from Jimmy Beans Wool. Happy learning and happy sewing. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Thunder rumbles on this American summer night.